somehow collected a bunch of video. The game was not on any sort of television. It was just a lot of people took video of it. He moved well. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and analyze a scrimmage, but it kind of came out of nowhere for me. I mean, when I was with the Sixers last week in Abu Dhabi, none of the stuff that was where the media was around was Joel involved at all. So
across the board. But if they're healthy, we know how much talent they have. We
Just
know how good
makes
their
sense.
offense can
Mittens
be.
carries
So
higher quality furniture
I certainly don't
from
think there's
all
a
of your
lack of
favorite
questions for
brands
either of these teams,
because
but
we
I also
want
think
you
that
to be proud
it's
of your
hard to put
space.
anybody else in the same
It
position.
just makes sense.
I will
Mittens
say
carries
that
all of your
one
favorite
thing
appliance
for the
brands, so we
Cavs,
can save you
Max
money
Strus
on the
has
products
Jones
you
fracture.
trust.
Jones fractures
It just makes
are
sense that Mitten Service is what we sell
very
because we
hard
want your
to
home to be
project.
comfortable and run
Yeah.
smoothly.
It
Timeline.
just
So
makes
You're gonna be
sense.
out a long
Central
time.
Wisconsin has
Strus
shopped at
is an
Mittens since
important player for
1938
that.
because
I will say
we have it all.
Roger Hunter has looked.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
One team last year that had two guys in the first two All-NBA teams. Cleveland was it, Mobley and Mitchell. And, they're giving more responsibility to Mobley. So it may be, these early season injuries may open up some doors, for some things. So that's certainly one thing to watch. Obviously, though, they're going to have to be healthier than they are right now if they're going to win 4 playoff series. Okay, what are we going to call the second tier?
Let's just say the second tier. We don't need that.
Tier two.
This is the guy who loves tiers more than anything. And he's going through the motions.
Let's just, I don't know. You can call the name if you want. Let's figure out who's in the tier first. Normally I name the tiers off who's in it.
So you've got Orlando here, right?
I do think Orlando's in this tier, but I have some real concerns about
I think we
Orlando.
could call this the young teams on the rise tier.
Well, let's start with here. Do we have anybody besides Orlando and Atlanta here?
I'm putting
I
Detroit.
personally don't.
I'm putting Detroit. I'm getting young teams on the rise with the Pistons in this one.
Detroit
Although
would be the next tier for me.
The departure or whatever you want to call it of Malik Beasley's, like, he made a pretty big impact there last year.
He might still be back there.
Well, and we'll see what Duncan
Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Point guard didn't replace him. I'd say it's pretty significantly worse.
Well, and they don't have a point guard.
Yeah.
They do have the best player in the conference.
The guy might win the MVP this year.
Absolutely. If Milwaukee ends up in this tier,
his best campaign, I can't think of the word, slogan to run on is that the rest of his team isn't very good, and so he has to lift so much that if they win 48 games, he kind of like when Russell Westbrook won MVP, like that. That's the MVP case for Giannis. Like,
not the catchiest slogan I've ever heard.
But that's the point though. Like to me, the two teams.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
I haven't seen anything. Oh, there's a hole. The Japanese guys feel they're going to try it. I know it's a lot. Whatever, okay. So maybe now they're going to say, well, he was a record. He was a record. Japanese. Right now. 40 seconds.
Monkey Field for tonight's WEC BRC East Division contest between the Stevens Point Panthers and your Marshfield Tigers. The game is being played under the support of the WIAA and the rules and regulations governing the conduct of athletic contests between representatives of WIAA member schools. you would at this time, those able, please stand and the gentlemen will remove your caps and please direct your attention to the flag in the north end of the field for the playing of our national anthem by the MHS Pep Band under the direction of Mr. James Bennett and Mr. Brent Fox.
WIAA are advocates of good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all school events. We ask you to carry on this tradition by equally supporting the participants, coaches, fans, and officials. Disrespectful comments and intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated and will result in the removal from the site of competition. Thank you, and please enjoy your event. Roll Tigers!
Hello and welcome. I am Len Lickey Jr., and I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma 11 years ago. I'm pleased to say that I am in remission and am proud to be the part of this blackout cancer family. Tonight, we gather to support Mike Voss, who is currently at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester having a stem cell transplant. I'm surrounded by Mike and Kelly's family tonight and am proud to introduce their son, Will, who is going to read some of their words.
Hi, everybody. These are words that my parents wrote for tonight. I want to start off by thanking Marlis Trudeau for organizing this entire fundraiser for our family, as well as the Lukey family for nominating my dad to be the recipient of this year's fund. So here we go. Stronger together. Two words that are so very true. When you first hear the words, "you have cancer," an overwhelming rush of feels take over. Your doctor's words almost become distant as you try to process that you have become one of the many people that cancer will affect, uninvited and unwanted. Since 2019, our world has been filled with worry about when the right time to have a stem cell transplant will be the best. We're thankful that the doctors at Mayo Clinic were monitoring his cancer progression at each visit, along with our Marshfield doctor. In January, we decided we will move forward with the transplant. We were scheduled to start in April, then again in July, only to have it delayed both times due to an enlarged spleen. Thankfully, they were able to remove the spleen at the end of July, and the transplant moved forward on September 25th. As of today, we are day 22 post-treatment. Things are going well so far, and his transplant team monitors his blood daily, adjusting things as needed. We are so thankful for this team of doctors at Mayo who are constantly reassuring us
they have the medical side covered. We just need to focus on healing. Our family and friends have been an incredible support every step of the way. We feel blessed to have so many people who want to help so we can focus on the fight of myelofibrosis. We know if we need anything, we can ask and it will be taken care of. When asked to be the Blackout Cancer recipient this year, we also gained support from our community, as well as the Stevens Point community. Two competitive teams joined together to help us during a time of so many unknowns. This incredible event has helped so many people who also donating money to cancer research in Marshfield and Stevens Point. We'd also like to donate a portion of the proceeds raised to Mayo Clinic Cancer Research. The research done to all of these facilities allows families to have hope. Hope for cures, hope for life after cancer, and hope that one day cancer will be no more. We are thankful we can use a portion of the money to help cover the costs of things needed that insurance doesn't while we're here at Mayo Clinic. It is amazing how quickly small things adds up. Thank you to the many sponsors who supported this year's event. Your generosity does not go unnoticed. Thank you to the football players of both teams who spent time selling t-shirts and raising money for this cause. Be proud of how you are making a difference in the lives of other people. We definitely feel strength in our cancer fight with the team supporting us. We're all stronger together. Thank you, Mike and Kelly Voss.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
So the Tigers have to defend a real multi-talented guy in Breitbach this evening.
Well, in a multi-talented team, I'm looking at receptions of some of these guys, 40 receptions, 26 receptions, and yet they've got these 683-yard rusher and a quarterback and a 500 and some yard runner in the backfield. So, there's quite a challenge for the Tigers tonight to stop their offense.
Very strong Stevens Point Ball Club. Marshfield on the ascent in recent weeks with a 3-game win streak, and so Marshfield hoping for a win in this ball game here at Hiding Stadium. It is senior night, and so the Marshfield Tigers seniors ball players being introduced to the crowd here at Hiding Stadium. Beautiful evening for football. Temperatures are in the 60s and may get a bit lower than that before the night comes to an end, but right now very pleasant conditions here in central Wisconsin.
Yeah, it is, and I just hope it looked like rain was kind of moving around the area when it was still daylight here, just before it kind of started to turn dark, so let's just hope that stays away. I don't have a radar look in front of me here or near me, so let's just hope that it stays dry, and that allows teams to play at their best in these ball games.
By the way, let's go through some other ball games being played tonight on ZaleskiSports.com. Those games in the Valley Football Association, Wisconsin Rapids at Eau Claire North, and also Eau Claire Memorial at DC Everest. Those games both tonight on ZaleskiSports.com. And other ball games, Amherst at Wittenberg Burnham Wood, Unity at Cadott, WIAA Fremont at Colby, Abbotsford at Edgar, Loyal Greenwood at Stratford, Mosinee plays at Medford, Pittsfield at Pacelli. Football games this evening on ZaleskiSports.com.
Marshfield and Stevens Point. VFA football this evening here from Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Good crowd on hand for this ball game, the final game of the regular season schedule. Postseason play begins for football teams around central Wisconsin on Friday of next week. By the way, we do have football tomorrow as the 8-man football playoffs begin tomorrow, and those first-round games are scheduled for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And the Owen Withee football team facing Altman Bancroft in their first-round ball game at Owen Withee High School on Saturday starting at 1 p.m.
And Terry Laube is still coaching, right?
He is still coaching.
Wow.
Still doing a great job. And he's adjusted from the 11-man game to the 8-man game quite well. Won the state championship a year ago in 8-man football, and now we're looking forward to good success once again this year, although the top team in the state this year in 8-man football is actually Gilman. The Pirates very strong once again this year. I think Owen Withee would meet them in the second round, so Gilman's still alive, as is Athens and Wausau Newman, all still playing 8-man football coming into this weekend.
Let me guess, Laube's team throws the ball 40 times.
Not quite, not quite.
I say that in jest.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Introductions before the ball game. The play should begin shortly here at Hiding Stadium.
And you may have said this already. I kind of was coming up here a little bit late, but it's Blackout Against Cancer
Yes,
night
it is.
tonight here.
Yes, it is.
So that's the white SPASH uniforms, the black Tigers, and quite a ceremony, and some people recognized for remission from cancer, as well as some people, including some local people, that are at this time doing some stem cell transplants, and so we wish them well. I don't want to get into names here. I don't think that's fair, but anyway, Tigers are taking the field, and we're just about ready. I think we've got a wind situation. Oh, the flag is hanging pretty limp, but we've got pretty strong breeze blowing through the back windows of the booth tonight.
And Chase Rayfeld kicking off for Stevens Point. Gavin Larson and Hayden Carlson back in deep safety for Marshfield. At the end zone to our right, that's the east end zone here at Hiding Stadium. Kick is away. As a line drive, far side to Larson on the 3. Coming near side, 10-yard line, the 15, the 20. Cuts back to the inside, fights his way across the 25 to about the 26. First and 10 Tigers at their own 26-yard line. Tigers are coached, or quarterbacked rather, by freshman Ethan Femmel. And Femmel this year has completed 45 of 87 passes, 52%, 662 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 pass interceptions. He'll be spelled throughout the evening by a junior, Trevin Fries. In the backfield with Ethan is Hayden Carlson, who this year has rushed for 1,228 yards and 13 touchdowns. Cam Kolstead, Ben Jordan, wideouts on the far side. Femmel in the pistol. Takes the snap, looks to pass the ball. Has time. Throws far sideline, and has a man open at the 40-yard line. The ball caught right there. That was a Cam Kolstead on the catch, or did he cough it up? It looks like he did. Kolstead had the ball, but then got undercut as he received the pass, and loses possession. The pass falls incomplete.
Well, he must have lost it on the way down, because he went up and did a nice job grabbing that ball high in the air, but then, as you mentioned, got hit down below, and I think as he was going down, he dropped it.
Second and 10 Tigers at their own 26-yard line. Femmel from the pistol. Gives to Carlson.
Ooh.
Goes nowhere, gets hit in the backfield and spun down for a loss. Hit very quickly by Calvin Roth, who leads the SPASH Ball Club with 6 tackles for loss. He gets one right there. As Carlson stopped behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose about 2 yards on the play. The ball's back at the 24. 3rd and 12 for Marshfield at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, that guy came through unblocked. He either just blew past one of the offensive linemen. I didn't see who that was, and probably doesn't want me to mention his name on the air anyway.
3 receivers near side, 1 far side for Marshfield on 3rd and 12 from their own 24. Femmel from the pistol fades to pass. Rolls near side now, being forced out, turns the corner, and throws on the run. The ball is caught at the 41-yard line, I think by Kolstead on the sideline, and he may have the first down. That is Cam Kolstead, who last week, for the first time this year, did not catch a pass in the ball game. But he catches that one, his 15th catch of the year. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line, a gain of 15, and a Tiger first down.
Wow, there was a blatant holding call on the Tigers that did not get called.
So a first down for Marshfield at their own 39 as they convert on 3rd and 12. Play just underway, no score here at Hiding Stadium. Femmel from the pistol. Gives to Carlson. Has a nice seam off the left side across the 40 to about the 42. And taken down there by sophomore Henry Roth.
Carlson gets the carry, gains a couple.
Carlson for 3 yards at the 42-yard line. Marshfield offensive line, Jace Frick at left tackle. Bob Shear at left guard. Cooper Berry is the center. The right guard, Grant Aller. The right tackle is Sam Granger. 2nd and 7 Marshfield at their own 42. Larson and Sadowska wideouts on the far side. Femmel from the pistol. Gives the ball to Carlson, trying to find a hole at the 45. Slices back to the inside to about the 47 and stop there. Some tough running on the inside for Hayden Carlson. He'll gain about 5 yards on that play.
Checking the flags on the west end zone, or you call it north end zone, I guess, here the way this field faces. And there is a fairly decent breeze, but it's blowing across from the Tiger side over towards SPASH.
And now Marshfield faced with 3rd and 2 at their own 47-yard line. Larson to the far side, Kolstead and Jordan wideouts near side. Femmel in the backfield along with Taylor and Carlson. Kolstead goes in motion. Femmel grabs the snap, gives to Carlson, looking to get outside. He'll turn the corner at the 50. 45 at the far sideline to the 35-30. One man to beat. He's at the 20, the 25, out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Wow. Fortunately, there was a Tiger player and a SPASH player way back in the Tiger end of the field, the 45-yard line, that were really going at it after the play, and the official was standing right there, and he says, "Okay, boys, well, you figure it out for yourselves here, I guess."
That's a gain of 42 for Hayden Carlson, and Marshfield has a first down on the SPASH 11-yard line.
Carlson heading off tackle between guard and tackle, and then bounced it outside and outran some people.
No score, 9:20 left in the first quarter. Femmel from the pistol, Carlson next to him. Carlson gets the call straight ahead, looking for a gap, not much there. He crosses the 10, then pushed back. He may gain 2 yards on that carry. Carlson to the 9 for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 9-yard line. Carlson has now rushed for over 100 yards, by the way, in 6 games this year, including Marshfield's last 5.
Several downs left, but this is about the area where Marshfield kicked the game-winning field goal last week.
Yes, it is, about that spot. 2nd and 8 for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 9-yard line. Tigers lined up. Jordan and Larson to the near side. Harlan Meisner now in the backfield. And Carlson from the Wildcat gets the snap himself, gets outside the 5-yard line, and slices in the end zone for the touchdown. Hayden Carlson takes the direct snap, goes 9 yards for a score, his 14th rushing touchdown this year. An 8-play, 74-yard scoring drive, and Marshfield now leads 6-0. Tigers want to go for 2. And now they change their mind on that, sending a new group in, and Aaron Ogna will kick it. Ogna on the kick. Landon Truby the holder. Ball is down, kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So Marshfield scores on their opening drive. We have 8:21 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is Marshfield 7, Stevens Point nothing. We'll come back with more football in just a moment.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy.
here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
On their opening possession, and Stevens Point receiving the ensuing kickoff. Aaron Ogna will kick it away to Kason Sager and Calvin Roth. It's a long end-over-end kick. And Roth at the 4-yard line comes to the near sideline, gets outside of the 15 to the 30-yard line, up the sideline, out of bounds around the 32.
Goodness gracious. Wow, these officials are letting some stuff go tonight. Blatant block in the back by a SPASH player.
So Stevens Point has the football at their own 32, 8:13 remaining in the opening quarter. And Marshfield on top 7-0. Stevens Point quarterbacked by junior Trent Breitbach. He's passed this year for 1,754 yards and 14 touchdowns, only 3 pass interceptions. Sager and Johnny Ananitis, wideouts on the far side. Breitbach in the pistol formation. And he'll run the ball himself across the 35, across the 40 to about the 42. And stopped there by Caden Reisner, who's downfield from his nose tackle spot at the 43. Breitbach gains 11 on first down. Breitbach once again runs and passes the ball both quite well. First and 10 for Stevens Point at their own 43-yard line. Calvin Roth, Tucker Phillips, 2 fine running backs on the SPASH ball club as well. Phillips in the backfield with Breitbach on this play. 2 receivers on the near side, blocking back on the far side. And Breitbach will give the ball to Phillips off the right side, across the 45, dives out to near midfield. Tucker Phillips carries out to the 49, and he'll get 6 on that play. 2nd and 4, Stevens Point at their own 49-yard line. Football tonight at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield, the final regular season game of the season. Sager and Ananitis both out wide far side. Breitbach in the pistol once again, Phillips next to him. Breitbach takes the snap and gives to Phillips to the near side across the 50. Cuts back inside of the 45, taken down around the Marshfield 44. But he'll pick up the first down on that play. 7 yards on that run by Tucker Phillips, a Stevens Point first down. Phillips this year has rushed for 526 yards and 5 scores. First and 10, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 44. 6:55 remaining. First quarter, Marshfield leads early 7-0. Sager and Ananitis on the far side. Breitbach again from the pistol. Runs himself off the right side to the 40. And dives inside the 40 to 38, stopped there by Mason Anderson. Breitbach just taking the snap and running himself on that play. He picks up 6 more on that carry. 2nd and 4 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 38. Breitbach checking with the sidelines for a new play. By the way, former Tiger fullback Matt Hawley, a member of the Stevens Point coaching staff once again this year. Roth and Sager, wideouts on the far side. Phillips in the backfield next to Breitbach. And Phillips straight ahead across the 35 to the 30-yard line in the secondary and taken down inside the 20. Tough run straight ahead for Tucker Phillips to give Stevens Point a first down. Inside the Marshfield 20, he runs for 20 yards on that play to the 18. Point first down to the Marshfield 18-yard line, halfway through the first quarter here at Hiding Stadium, and Marshfield on top 7-0. Now Point sends 3 receivers out to the far side. Logan Suzuki in the backfield as a fullback, along with Phillips. Breitbach from the pistol formation. Takes a high snap, gives to Phillips off tackle across the 15-yard line, hit hard about the 12 and stopped right there. Takes a big hit there from Lucas Halen. Phillips down to about the 12-yard line, gains 6 more. And point is moved from their own 32 to the Tiger 12 in 6 plays, all on the ground. 2nd and 4 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 12-yard line. It's a big Stevens Point offensive line, and the Tiger defensive line, one of the smallest in the VFA this year. Sager and Ananias both wide far side. Phillips, the running back, next to Breitbach. And Breitbach will give the ball, he keeps the ball himself, but stopped at the line of scrimmage. Mason Anderson, several other Tigers. The ball comes loose as well, and Marshfield has it. Marshfield has the football. Looks like Mason Anderson on the recovery, his 2nd fumble recovery this year. Breitbach struggling for extra yardage, lost the ball in traffic, and Mason Anderson on the recovery, and Marshfield takes over at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, Breitbach was stood up, and then there were about 5 Tigers that surrounded him, and they were clawing at the football and kind of pushing him back, and the next thing you know, Tiger ball.
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 15. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Tigers lead 7-0. Marshfield from the eye, they give to Hayden Carlson. Has a big hole across the 20, up the near sideline, 35-yard line, breaks a tackle down the near sideline to midfield, cuts back inside the 40, 35-yard line. He may go all the way, 25-20, gets a big block, he's at the 10, the 5, and in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, what a run. Tight-roping this near sideline, running through some players at the line of scrimmage, getting over here to this near sideline right in front of the Tiger bench. I don't know how he stayed in bounds, but he was just tiptoeing down the sidelines for about 15 yards and then cut all the way back across the other side.
Hayden Carlson goes 85 yards for the score. 1 play, 85-yard scoring drive. Marshfield now leads 13-0. Tigers go into their Wildcat formation.
How about 130
And Femmel now looking to pass the ball in the end zone. A man is open. It's caught for the score. Femmel throws in the end zone. I think that's McTaggart. That is the call. Femmel to McTaggart for the 2-point conversion.
Well, SPASH unsure of their coverage in that spread out extra point play. And McTaggart standing there all by himself.
So Marshfield scores again. Now 4:32 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is
Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Lender.
Well, quite a turnaround as it looked like Stevens Point going in for a score, but they fumbled the football, and Hayden Carlson runs 85 yards for score on the next play.
Boy.
The kick by Aaron Ogna to Roth on the near sideline at the 4. Up the near sideline, 15-yard line, across the 20. Pulled down around the 25, around the 26-yard line. So Hayden Carlson turns things around very, very quickly with that long touchdown run.
Well, you know, on that fumble by Breitbach, he was stood up for the longest time, and then there were players that started pushing him backwards, and I thought, sure, the officials were going to blow that ball dead, but next thing you know, the ball's out, and here we go. Carlson the other way.
Stevens Point football on their own 25-yard line. Marshfield on top 15-0, 4:24 left in the first quarter. Trent Breitbach at quarterback, Tucker Phillips, the running back next to him. Breitbach in the pistol. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws far side to Ananias. Gets hemmed in around the 28-yard line, pulled down right there. Good open field tackle there by Beckett McFarland. And also by Jackson Anderson.
Completion to Ananias.
Quick pass play for Ananias, his 27th catch this year. Gains 4 on the play. 2nd and 6, Stevens Point at their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, typical offense these days, you just step back as the quarterback and fire it out to the outside and hope that your good, skilled athlete can make a play, but Tigers doing the job on defense there.
Sager and Ananias both wide on the near side. Breitbach from the pistol. Takes the snap and gives to Phillips. Gets outside across the 35 to about the 38. Cut down there. And stopped by Keaton Reisner at the 38-yard line. Gains 9 on that play for a first down. First and 10, Stevens Point.
Also a bruising runner, ran right through the line of scrimmage, shaking off some defenders, and then lowered his shoulder actually as he was being tackled.
Phillips 5'10", 188.
Yeah.
3:25 left first quarter. Marshfield on top 15-0. Two receivers out wide near side. Breitbach takes the snap, hands to Phillips again. Spins across the 40 to the 42. Several Marshfield players on that tackle, led by Wes Nowitzki. 4 more for Phillips on that play. 2nd and 6 for Stevens Point at their own 42-yard line.
Not often you can say that a Marshfield runner has 133 yards rushing at this point of the game. 2:53 left in the first.
Two receivers near side on 2nd and 6 from the 42. High snap, pulled in by Breitbach, gets outside across the 45 to midfield, cuts back inside of the 40, down the far sideline, and he could go. Anderson chasing him down at the 10, the 5, and pulls him out of bounds around the 1-yard line. Breitbach takes it down to the Tiger 1-yard line, a 57-yard run for Breitbach, and Stevens Point in scoring range. First and goal for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 1. And Point lining up quickly for this play. Tight formation here. Breitbach under center. And Breitbach pushing himself straight ahead. Does not get very far to the 1-yard line. That's about it. Virtually no gain for Breitbach on that play. 2nd and goal, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 1-yard line. Officials stop play as a Stevens Point man is down. Stevens Point lineman apparently down on the play. And
you kind of wonder on those tush-push plays, which that was.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Helped off the field. Never got his uniform number, so can't tell you who that is. Now we can tell you that's offensive lineman Zach Horn, but he walked off under his own power, appears to be in good shape. 2nd and goal, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 1. Breitbach now in the pistol formation, takes a snap, goes off tackle, and to the goal line, gets in for the score. Breitbach goes 1 yard for the score. A 6-play, 75-yard scoring drive, and Stevens Point now trails 15-6. Breitbach's 18th rushing touchdown of the year. Point will now attempt to kick the PAT. Kick by Rayfeld on the way. It's up and good. And so Stevens Point on the scoreboard this evening. Chase Rayfeld on that PAT try. We have 2:13 remaining.
Doesn't fit.
In the first quarter, our score, Marshfield 15, Stevens Point 7. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Visit AstorSeniorCommunities.com. And Hiller's True Value Hardware, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Milwaukee tool distributor with the largest selection and low price.
Lots of offense in the early part of this ball game. Marshfield on top early, 15-7. And Rayfield kicking off for Stevens Point once again. Kick squib down the field, grabbed at the 18-yard line by Harlan Meisner. Carries across the 25 to about the 27. Tiger football at their own 27-yard line, 2:08 remaining in the first quarter. Marshfield has the lead at 15-7 here against Stevens Point tonight. You're listening to VFA football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. With Delia Kaitis, I'm Gene Delisio, and junior Trevin Fries now comes in to play quarterback for Marshfield. Harlan Meisner, the running back next to him. Fries in the pistol, gives to Meisner across the 30-yard line, fights his way to about the 34. Meisner runs for 6 on that play. Meisner, by the way, averaging over 7 yards per run this year. He's rushed for 158 yards as a backup behind Hayden Carlson. 2nd and 4 for Marshfield at their own 34-yard line. Larson coming out wide near side. Sadowska far side. Carlson back in to play tailback with Fries in the pistol. Trevin gives the ball to Carlson off the right side to about the 39. Stop there. But he should have the first down with that run. Carlson gains 5 more. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 39-yard line. Now 1:20 left in the first quarter. Marshfield leads this ball game 15-7. VFA football tonight from Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Tigers line up. Ben Jordan wide near side, Cam Kolstad far side, and Fries under center. I formation here. Here's the draw to Carlson across the 45-yard line, cuts back inside and stood up at the 49 near a first down marker. Carlson picks up 10 more on that play. Very close to a first down. He may be shy by a half yard. And now they'll put the ball at the 49 and give the Tigers the first down. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 49-yard line as the clock winds down here at the tail end of the first quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Larson goes out wide far side. Taylor and Carlson back in the I, and Fries under center on this play. Slot I formation. Fake handoff. Fries rolling to the far side. Throws on the run. The ball is caught by Sadowska inside the 40. Up the far sideline and spun into bounds at the 35. Jacob Sadowska with his 12th catch of the year. Out of bounds at the SPASH 35. He gained 16 on that play. A first down for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 35. Marshfield has scored on their first 2 possessions tonight. Looking for a third score right here. Tigers line up with Ben Jordan wide out on the far side. Taylor blocking back near side. And Carlson and Meisner in the I. It's Meisner trying to get outside. He spins off a tackle. Gets outside to the 30-yard line. 25 out of bounds near the 20. Strong run by Harlan Meisner. Picks up about 14 on that play. The SPASH 21. However, a penalty flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
Flag behind the play. Appears to be against Marshfield. It's a holding call on the Tigers. So that play is negated. Our first penalty of the night. Ball marked from the 29 back to the 39-yard line. So it's 1st and 14 for Marshfield at the SPASH 39. I formation once again. Fries under center. Taylor and Carlson in the I. Fries gives to Carlson, hit immediately and dropped at the line of scrimmage. They have gained 1, but some good penetration on that play by Nate Bernstein. And Carlson stopped for a short gain. They'll put him at the 39-yard line, so no gain on that play. And that play will end the first quarter football here at Hiding Stadium. Our score after one quarter, Marshfield 15, Stevens Point 7. Back with the second quarter following these messages.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Second quarter starting here at Hiding Stadium. Marshfield has the football on their own 39-yard line, second down and 14 to go. Marshfield leads this ball game 15-7. Trevin Fries in the pistol, Kolstad and Sadowska, the wide receivers. On the far side, Carlson, the tailback, next to Fries. Fake handoff, Fries back to pass, has time, throws far side, caught by Sadowska at the 30-yard line, cuts back inside across the 25, the 22. Good running after the catch by Jake Sadowska. That'll give Marshfield a first down. 17 yards on that pass play. Sadowska's second catch tonight, his 13th of the year. Had a big 66-yard reception against Eau Claire North a week ago. First and 10 Marshfield at the Stevens Point 22.
Sadowska doing a nice job that time, finding a hole in the zone and just sitting down and giving his numbers to the quarterback.
Fries at quarterback in the pistol, Carlson next to him. Jordan and Larson, wide receivers near side, low snap. Fries picks it up, rolls to the near sideline, and throws complete to Larson at about the 18, but he's standing out of bounds. The pass was incomplete. Low snap on that play, and so Fries had to make some quick adjustments. It'll be second and 10 Marshfield at the Stevens Point 22. Sadowska back in the ball game. Tigers line up with Kolstad and Sadowska to the near side. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fries under center on this play. Carlson gets the handoff off the left side across the 20 and cuts inside the 15-yard line to about the 13. Not much room there for Hayden Carlson, but gets about 9 yards on the run. He'll be marked down right on the 13. It is a 9-yard gain for Carlson. Leaves Marshfield a 3rd and 1 at the Stevens Point 13.
What's Carlson's season high so far?
That 257 last week against Eau Claire North.
Well, he needs 100 more to tie that.
Man, big first half for Hayden Carlson. Third down, 3rd and 1 for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 13-yard line. Ben Jordan, wide receiver near side. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fries under center. Fries to Carlson off the right side to the 10-yard line and spins down to about the 8. He'll have the first down with that run. Carlson picks up 5 more on that carry. A first and goal for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 8-yard line. We're still early in the second quarter. Marshfield leads this ball game 15-7. Sadowska comes back in for tight end Derek Stretz. Larson and Sadowska wideouts near side. Taylor, the blocking back on the near side. Fries in the pistol. Carlson, the tailback. And Fries keeps the ball himself. Cuts inside the 5 and in the end zone for the touchdown. Trevin Fry's first rushing 21-7.
Well, Stevens Point blitzed their two inside linebackers and ran right past the play. Fries faked the handoff and went right around them, right off tackle, standing up.
The Tigers again in their swinging gate formation. Fimmel takes the snap, rolls the near sideline, looks to throw, now tosses in the end zone, and caught on the back line. The officials do not give a signal as of yet. That receiver may have been off the outside of the end zone. The officials are conferring, and they do say it's a score. I believe it was Carlson. So Fries on the touchdown run of 8 yards. And then
Wondering what
Fries.
to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Financial strategy designed for you, member FDIC. And Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling, HVAC specialists restoring your comfort for over 40 years on Veterans Parkway, Marshfield. Residential, commercial, and agricultural.
Aaron Ogden kicking off for Marshfield. Rather short kick this time. And grabbed at the 18-yard line by Sager. He'll come across the 30 to about the 32. First and 10, Stevens Point at their own 32-yard line. 10:07 remaining in the second quarter. Marshfield on top 23-7. Marshfield for the year averaging 322 yards of offense per game. That includes 506 a week ago against Eau Claire North. Giving up, though, 364, including 472 last week against Eau Claire North. First and 10, Stevens Point at their own 32-yard line. Trent Breitbach at quarterback. He's in the pistol formation. Grabs the snap and gives to Phillips off tackle across the 40. 45-yard line to midfield. Stopped there by Easton Ledden. And a first down for Stevens Point. Neither team has really stopped the other tonight. Point got stopped once by themselves in a fumble. That's 19 yards on that run for Phillips. First down for Stevens Point to the Marshfield 49. Sager and Roth, wide receivers on the near side. Breitbach from the pistol formation. Grabs the snap, gives to Phillips again across the 45-yard line. In the secondary at the 30, he's tripped up at the 20-yard line, goes down there. Another big run for Tucker Phillips. And a point first down at the Marshfield 18.
Marshfield with 3 down linemen in this series defensively, and Stevens Point's taken advantage of that.
That's 31 yards more for Phillips on that run. First and 10 Point at the Marshfield 18. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 near side. Breitbach takes the snap, gives to Phillips again. Not much this time. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. John Sternweiss and Wes Nowitzki both there. No gain on that carry by Phillips. Second and 10, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 18. Offenses both looking very good so far in this ball game tonight. Point lines up, Ananitis and Roth to the far side. Sager wide near side. Second and 10 from the 18-yard line. Breitbach from the pistol. Fades to pass. Throws it to the far side of Phillips to the 15-yard line. To the 10-yard line, upended at the 8. Nice open field tackle there by Jackson Anderson.
Pass is complete to Phillips.
Quick pass to Tucker Phillips, his 4th catch this year. He carries the ball down to the 6-yard line, picks up 12 more. And a first down for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 6.
Stevens Point is always like that little flare pass against Marshfield.
Wide out near side. Breitbach from the pistol, Phillips next to him. Breitbach will give to Phillips off tackle, inside the 5, then takes a hard hit, knocked down at the 2. Mason Anderson with a big hit there. Phillips stopped about the 2-yard line. Gains 4 on that play. Second and goal, Stevens Point of the Marshfield 2.
Ball's placed at about the 2-yard line. Second down.
Each offense looking superb so far tonight, aside from Breitbach's fumble. Breitbach back in the pistol, second and goal from the 2-yard line. Breitbach gets the call, runs himself off tackle, and gets in for the score. Breitbach goes 2 yards for the score to cap a 6-play, 68-yard scoring drive. And Marshfield now leads 23-13.
99 yards for Phillips so far and 78 for Breitbach.
So Stevens Point running the football quite well so far this evening.
This is almost like watching the old days of the single wing.
Yeah.
The way these teams are lining up in the backfield and then have the blocking back between guard and tackle yet on top of it.
Point will go for a 2-point conversion here.
Here it is again.
Ananitis wide out near side. Breitbach in the pistol. Takes the snap, runs himself, gets outside, gets away from McFarland, falls across the goal line for the score. Looked like Beckett McFarland had a shot at him in the backfield, but he spun away and gets in for the 2-point conversion.
Well, Breitbach goes 6'6", 195. He's a very strong runner.
And now we have 8 minutes to play in the first half. Our score now, Marshfield 23, Stevens Point 15. We'll return for more football following these messages.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Both offenses running rather wild so far tonight. Marshfield on top 23-16. And Chase Rayfeld kicking off for Stevens Point.
Yeah, if you like offense and running the football and you're sitting at home, come on down.
Rayfeld kicking from south to north. And the kick on the way. Larson comes up to the 10-yard line, near sideline 15, 20, and takes a big hit across the 25. Stopped around the 27-yard line. A couple of Stevens Point ball players there. Kalani Merriweather and Riley Trilek combined on that big hit. And Marshfield has the football at their own 27-yard line.
Boy, I tell you, there was two guys that came from the far sideline that closed down on Meisner on that play, but Tigers had about 4 guys and blockers a little further ahead of him down the field, and if he had got by those two, we'd be talking about another touchdown, but he didn't. Good coverage by Stevens Point laterally.
Ethan Femmel back in to play quarterback for Marshfield. He's in the pistol. Tigers now shift.
3 down linemen again from Stevens Point. Now 4.
And Femmel now back under center. He'll give to Carlson. Gets hit and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Riley Trilek.
Oh, flag.
A late flag as well. Trilek with 7 tackles for loss this year. Makes one there, but a flag down.
Yep.
A face mask call on Stevens Point.
Oh, that's why he spun down so hard. That Point player came through untouched as he did earlier in the ball game as well. So there goes some free yards for Marshfield.
That's a major infraction. And that brings the ball out to the 38-yard line. So a first down for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 38. Thanks to that penalty call. Ethan Femmel playing quarterback. Kolstad and Jordan wideouts on the far side. Taylor and Carlson in the backfield. Larson split near side. Femmel grabs the snap, drops back to pass. Throws far side. A ball is caught by Kolstad for a short gain at the 42. And wrapped up immediately. A quick tackle there by Kalani Merriweather.
I have to comment on the strong arm by Femmel. I mean, that play only gained a couple of yards, but he went back and found his receiver, Kolstad, who had turned around and showed him his numbers, and he drilled that ball in there with the Point player hanging on the receiver.
3 yards on that pass play. Kolstad's 15th catch this year. 2nd and 7 for Marshfield at their own 41. Fries in the pistol. Taylor and Carlson offset eye. Handoff goes to Carlson. Takes a hard hit crossing the line of scrimmage, but dives forward about the 44 and gains 3 on that play.
Yeah, he took a hard hit, but he delivers a hard hit.
He does.
Too. He got into just beyond the line of scrimmage, put his shoulder pads down, and just bowled into a couple Stevens Point players.
VFA football this evening brought to us by Nasonville Dairy, award-winning cheese for more than 100 years and crafting unique flavors for the industry. That's Nasonville Dairy. A third down play for Marshfield, 3rd and 4 at their own 44-yard line. Kolstad and Jordan to the near side as a slot formation. Fries in the pistol, Carlson next to him. Femmel back to pass, throws near side. High throw, Kolstad can't bring it in. Knocked away from him, incomplete inside the 45-yard line.
That ball thrown a little bit high to Jordan on the play. He went up and went after it. But again, as he went up in the air and the ball was in his hands, and he just got drilled from both sides.
So a punting situation for Marshfield, 4th and 4 Tigers at their own 44. Johnny Ananitis back in deep safety for Stevens Point. Vetter McTaggart averaging 38.1 yards per punt to kick for Marshfield. Vetter had a nice fake punt run last week against Eau Claire North. Good snap. Kick is away. Line drive to Ananitis on the 25. Gets stood up almost immediately and stopped right there.
Good coverage for a line drive kick.
Stevens Point football.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
The pistol. Tucker Phillips next to him. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 near side. Breitbach takes the snap and gives to Phillips. Straight ahead across the 30. Cuts outside, hit by Sternweiss and Nowitzki at the 35 and stopped there. 7 more for Tucker Phillips on that run. 2nd and 3, Stevens Point at their own 35-yard line. Lots of action, lots of offense in this ball game so far. Sager and Roth to the far side. Ananitis wide near side. Breitbach in the pistol. Gets the snap, looks to pass, throws far sideline. The ball is caught by Roth to the 50. Cuts back inside the Marshfield 40, taken down there. Quick slant for Calvin Roth, his 20th catch of the year. And that brings the ball down to the Marshfield 38.
Boy, I tell you, Breitbach, a good-looking quarterback. He's only a junior. Big kid, runs hard, always got a great arm, too.
27 yards on that pass play to Calvin Roth. A Stevens Point first down on the Marshfield 38. Marshfield leads 23-15 with 5:10 remaining in the first half. Point has 2 receivers on the near side. Sager wide far side. Roth goes in motion. Gets the handoff on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but gets hit and spun down back at the 42. A big play by Lucas Halen. And Point loses yardage on that play.
Halen with a nice play in the backfield.
Ross stopped back at the, he may mark him at the 41. That's still a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 41-yard line. Turned out to be a very pleasant evening. Not much threat of rains this evening.
Shh, quiet.
Now 3 receivers near side on 2nd and 13 from the 41. Breitbach in the pistol. Takes the snap, runs himself to the far side. Cuts back inside of the 35 and muscles his way forward to about the 33. Breitbach runs for 8 on that play.
Tiger player down.
Marshfield man is in a sitting position, now pulling himself up. That was Nowitzki. It might be a shoe problem more than anything else. It's should be 3rd down here. Down marker says 2nd, but 3rd down. Yes, so now is third down, 3rd and 5 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 33. Breitbach from the pistol. Takes the snap, runs himself across the 30. Down about the 25, but a flag down behind the play.
Yeah, and actually they threw it up beyond the offensive line. That's going to be a hold in there.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Holding call on Stevens Point. So that moves SPASH back. Breitbach would have had the first down with that run, but instead the play comes back. And the ball marked back at the 43-yard line. So 3rd and 15 for Stevens Point at their own 43. Again, Breitbach completes 60% of his passes. Has thrown for more than 1,700 yards this year, so a very capable passer.
Haven't seen anything from Yang from Stevens. Oh, there's a timeout called.
Stevens Point timeout, their first of the first half. 3:37 remaining in the second quarter, and our score.
Man, that furnace is just going down, and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
Stevens Point faced with 3rd and 15 at the Marshfield 43-yard line. Ananitis and Sager come out to the near side. Breitbach in the pistol on 3rd and 15. Breitbach takes the snap, hands to Phillips. Gets hit by Nowitzki, falls forward across the 40 to 39, but still well shy of the first down marker. 4 yards for Phillips on that play. That leaves Stevens Point with a 4th and 11 at the Marshfield 39-yard line. It appears that Point will go for it here. Breitbach still in the ball game. Ananitis wide far side, 2 receivers near side. 4th and 11 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 39. Breitbach in the pistol. Roth comes in motion. Breitbach takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws near sideline, and intercepted by Easton Ledden. Comes up the near sideline of the 40, 45, 50, has room to go. 40, 30-yard line, the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, and in the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, Ledden just kind of played off that receiver. Receiver going in motion, coming all the way across in front of the Marshfield bench. And I looked down, and here was Ledden just kind of tracking him to the outside. Saw that ball in the air, and see you later. What do we got here now?
Well, we have players coming back. Easton Ledden, by the way, with his second touchdown on a pass interception this year, had a 51-yarder against Wausau West. We have a holding call, though, against Marshfield.
Yeah, let's see where it was thrown, though.
Defensive holding on Marshfield.
Wow.
Illegal block in the back was the call.
Now the officials say illegal block in the back. So that may negate the touchdown, but Marshfield will have the ball back.
Oh, yeah, the flag is over here at the Marshfield 38-yard line.
That's only the 4th interception thrown by Breitbach this year, and Ledden's 4th interception of the season. So Marshfield does get the ball back. They don't score on the play, but they'll start this next drive on their own 28-yard line. 2:39 remaining. In the first half, Marshfield leads 23-15.
You wonder how that works. Well, that flag was post-possession. I'll talk about that in a minute.
Femmel from the pistol, back to pass, has time, throws far sideline. Jordan makes the catch. He goes out of bounds at the 41. Quick out to Ben Jordan. Makes the play for Marshfield. His 20th catch this year.
I guess post-possession is pretty self-explanatory. The ball is turned over. The other team has it. In other words, they have position now. And then the flag is thrown as they possess that ball on a turnover. And that's the post-possession foul.
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 40. 2:33 remaining, first half. Marshfield on top, 23-15. Fimmel under center here, I formation. Draw play to Carlson. Room to the outside, the 40, 45 to 50. Up the far sideline to the Stevens Point 40-yard line.
Nice draw play there.
Carlson runs for about 19 or 20. Let's see where they mark him down.
That'll get her out to the opposite 40.
That play may come back, however.
What? Oh, jeez.
We do have a penalty flag down at the 45-yard line. Call against Marshfield here. So 2 penalties here against Marshfield, which really hurt the Tiger cause. Did not see a signal, but the ball is now back at the 35-yard line. Probably a holding call on Marshfield. 1st and 15 Tigers at their own 35. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fimmel under center. Slot to the near side. Fimmel fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side. Turns the corner. He'll run himself to the 40, to the 45-yard line to midfield, and out of bounds right there. Fimmel close to the first down with that run, about 15 yards. They'll spot the ball right around the 50-yard line. That will be a first down for Marshfield. Fimmel this year has rushed for 35 yards, including a season-high 22 against Eau Claire North last week.
I believe Marshfield has all their timeouts left here, too.
That is correct. 1st and 10 Marshfield at the 50-yard line. 1:27 left, second quarter. Marshfield leads 23-15. Tight formation here. Fimmel in the pistol. Harlan Meisner next to him. Fimmel pitches, no, fakes the pitch, now throws near sideline, intercepted at the 40-yard line. Intercepted by Henry Roth of Stevens Point. He goes down right away, but SPASH has the ball right back. Sophomore Henry Roth with his first pass interception this year.
Fimmel looking for Taylor out of the backfield on kind of a down, out, and down.
Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Wheel route when you come out of the backfield and scoop down the sidelines.
1st and 10 SPASH at their own 40. Breitbach from the pistol. Gives the ball to Phillips, and he'll be spun down by Nowitzki around the 43-yard line.
Nowitzki, quite a tackle. Hog-tied him, spun him around, and dropped him.
Phillips gains 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 at the Stevens Point 43. Breitbach rolling to the far sideline. Stops and throws on the run. Caught by his fullback Suzuki. Stopped immediately. A nice open field tackle on that play by Lucas Hanlon. Suzuki's 7th catch this year. He picks up 4. 3rd and 3 for Stevens Point at their own 47. And now SPASH takes a timeout. Second Stevens Point timeout of the first half. 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Marshfield leads Stevens Point 23-15.
Hey, need a lift? No, I can't give you a ride because I can't drive yet. But I can tell you all about the new awesome lift chairs at Mall Furniture. These things are so cool.
Mall Furniture has over 40 lift chairs in stock and ready for delivery anywhere in central Wisconsin.
Let's be real. We all need a lift once in a while. So when it's your turn for a new lift chair, head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and
wide
small.
Near side, Breitbach in the pistol. Takes the snap, runs himself. Gets hit, and he'll fall forward to the 50-yard line. He got a hit by Halen behind the line, but fell forward to the 50. I'll see where they mark the ball now. Looks like shy of the 50. He is shy of the first down. by about a half a yard.
Yeah, did not get it. Here we go. Hurry up.
So 4th and less than 1. Breitbach takes the snap, runs off tackle, gets hit after a short gain. He'll have the first down and fights his way down to about the 45-yard line. Clock down to 17 seconds remaining.
Reisner with that tackle.
7 yards on that run for Breitbach. 1st and 10 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 44. And Point now will use its final timeout. Timeout Stevens Point, 17 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and our score once again, Marshfield 23, Stevens Point
2. A Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Pay, drive-through, and curbside pickup.
Just 17 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Marshfield leads Stevens Point 23-15. Point has a first down at the Marshfield 44-yard line.
We haven't seen a hook and lateral yet this year, have we?
I don't think so. Breitbach from the pistol formation. Roth comes in motion. Breitbach gets the snap. Fades to pass, going deep down the far sideline. Wow. And the ball is overthrown. Ananitis out there one-on-one with a Marshfield defensive back at the Marshfield 5. Jackson Anderson playing defense on that play. The pass is incomplete.
Breitbach throwing that ball 55 yards in the air with a lot of hang time. Got quite an arm.
Clock down to 11 seconds. 2nd and 10 Point at the Marshfield 44. Stevens Point does not have a field goal to its credit yet this year. Josh Taylor, normally a Tiger fullback, now playing nose tackle for the Tigers. 2nd and 10 Spash at the Marshfield 44. Breitbach from the pistol, 3 receivers out wide near side. Snap back to Breitbach, rolls far side, stops, and throws deep down the middle. Well overthrown and intercepted by Ledden at the 5-yard line. Turns, comes back to the near side of the 10, 15, 25, up the far sideline 30, 35 to 40, and crosses the 45-yard line as time expires. And Easton Ledden's second pass interception of this ball game, his 5th of the year, and that ends the first half of football here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Very exciting, entertaining first half of football tonight here at Hiding Stadium. Lots going on tonight in Marshfield. The Tigers and Stevens Point with a good ball game so far this evening. Glad to have you with us for our coverage here on WOSQ and also on ZaleskiSports.com. Once again, our score here at the halftime break, Marshfield 23, Stevens Point 15. Back with our halftime program in just a moment.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Now underway on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Also in the VFA this evening, Wisconsin Rapids at Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial at DC Everest. In the CWC Large Division tonight, Spencer Columbus at Marathon, broadcast of that.
Rick Heinzen. And number 99, Parker Zaya. Coach RJ is the head coach. Brandon Corral, Frederick Moran, and Austin Heslow are assistants. Now the 8th grade orange team. First we have number 10, Rylan Kressel. Number 11, Madden Holmes. Number 12, Bentley Bride. Number 13, Blake Pollock. Number 15, Donovan Parr. Number 16, Jackson Stulin. Number 17, Lucas Hopperman. Number 18, Logan Beaver. Number 19, Caden Sissom. Number 21, Izzy Kirschbaum. Number 22, Michael Brown. Number 49, Austin Oldham. Number 55, William Carpenter. Number 62, Riley Adamski. Number 66, Carter Schubert. Number 77, Mason Peterson. Number 70, Blake Spud. 77, Grant Kaplan. And number 80, Angel Rodriguez. Head coach is Aaron Schroyer and assistant Brandon Bird. Now for 7th grade football. Start out with number 14, Owen Bauer. Number 20, Chase Grand. 23, Levi Daniels. 25, David Burr. 26, Emmett Boone. 27, Camden Schneider. 28, Grayson McCauley. 29, John Emery. Number 30, Deacon Blanchard. Number 33, Landon Klein. 34, Jackson Kilty. 35, Leon Cook. Number 36, Bryce Lafferty. 37, Joseph Bargender. 38, Trey Sievert. Number 41, Tucker Drexel. Number 44, Carson Yule. Number 47, Blake Porter. Number 50, Carter Hendricks. Number 52, Samuel Sticker. Number 54, Denver Best. 58, Connor Wilpart. Number 60, Emmett Olson. Number 61, Beckett Foles. Also number 61, Mark Sanchez. Number 64, Eli Larson. Number 65, Ray Moore. Number 68, Eric Stout. Number 71, Ezra Taylor. Number 72, Noah Becker. Number 73, Caleb Shopke. Number 76, Reed Barnes. Number 78, Cameron Steinbach. Number 79, Rolly Moore. Number 81, Emily McLean. Number 83, Wyatt Thurber. Number 85, William Gorst. Number 87, Taryn Meister. And number 91, Justin Dahl. Danny Hill is the head coach. Declan Fry is the special teams coach. And assistants are Dean McFarland, Ben Will, and Nick Berger. Special thanks to volunteer coaches Ben Will and Nick Berger, who dedicated their times and efforts for the development of the seventh grade team. Finally, we have our cheerleaders in the middle school. We have Alice Christensen. We have Brooklyn Darrow. Natalie Hawks. Ellie Smith. Margot Storms. And Aurora Tews. They're coached by Summer Eastring. Those are your middle schoolers. Let's give them a big round of applause as they leave the field.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window
Averaging 18 points and 8 rebounds per game last season.
of course,
He played for the Bucks team in the NBA Summer League in July, was then signed to a fully guaranteed one-year contract worth almost $2.3 million. And so if Livingston is not claimed on waivers, the Bucks will carry that number on their salary cap this season. Well, Auburndale's Blake Grab will play college baseball at W. Stevens Point in the spring of 2026. Blake excelled in baseball, basketball, and football in the last several seasons.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
On Breitbach's 2-yard run. Breitbach then ran in the 2-point conversion, making it 23-15 in favor of Marshfield with 8 minutes to play in the second quarter, and that ended our scoring in the first half. As Marshfield punted on their next possession, the next Stevens Point possession stopped by a pass interception by Easton Ledden, and an interception by Calvin Roth of Stevens Point ended the Marshfield possession, and then Point got the ball back. That was stopped by Easton Ledden's second pass interception of the first half. So looked like we'd have a real scoring free-for-all until some turnovers took place late in the second quarter and the end of the scoring at that point. So Marshfield on top here at the halftime break, 23-15. Let's check in with Dale Yokaitis and some numbers on that first half of football. Dale?
Okay, Marshfield, 261 yards on offense, 197 yards rushing on 17 attempts. Leading ground gainer, not only for Marshfield, but for the game thus far, is Hayden Carlson with 162 yards in 13 carries. Nobody else had more than 10. Fries did have an 8-yard touchdown rushing the ball. Passing, 64 yards. Femmel is 3 for 6 with an interception. Fries was 2 of 2 in the first half. Leading receiver is Kolstad from Marshfield with 18 yards and a couple of catches. Going to the other side of the ledger, 249 yards for Stevens Point. 199 yards rushing, 24 attempts. That's more evenly divided between the quarterback Breitbach with 87 yards and 10 carries, and Tucker Phillips, the running back, with 115 yards in 13. Passing-wise, 50 yards for Breitbach passing the ball. He was completed his first 4 passes, but then was picked off a couple of times. He had 50 yards in 4 passes out of 8 with a couple of interceptions. Nobody had more than 1 catch for Stevens Point in the ball game thus far. So offense mostly on the ground in this game, even though both teams have the potential to throw the football with pretty good quarterbacks. But Breitbach, he reminds me of the older Femmel from a couple of years ago. 6'1", 195 pounds, and able to not only run the ball, but throw the ball as well. A very strong kid.
Yeah, just takes the snap from center and just takes off with it like Femmel, like Trevor used to do.
Yep, it's, again, it's not the real single wing with an unbalanced line and a wing back and a blocking back and all that sort of stuff, but there's a lot of traditions there to the single wing. You even see that in the college game these days, whereas you've got a lot of these quarterbacks now that are back 5 to 7 yards and either handing the ball off and then running it. And so I guess whatever is old again can be gold, can become new again, and you're seeing that in football at all levels right now.
Did you ever play the single wing, Dale, in your years?
No, they wouldn't let me play. I was too big.
I thought you'd make a great spinner back.
No, that was the old fullback, was the spinner back, but if they made me do that, I'd probably just spin around too many times and they'd have to come and find me.
Yeah, that was part of the single wing attack. There's a guy who just was in the backfield, and at the snap he would just spin.
Well, it's not quite that way. It would be snapped to the tailback, which in our day now would be called the quarterback. He would run forward the line of scrimmage, and they would either give the ball to him or fake it, and then if he got the ball, sometimes then he would pitch it out wide to a guy who was running around the outside, or he would spin and I don't know, end up in the stands or something. I don't remember.
That was one of the unique features of the single wing. You
Oh,
saw
yeah.
this guy spinning around the backfield.
Yes.
And that certainly was entertaining for a lot of people. But,
Yeah, they had a unbalanced line, 4 guys on one side of the center, and the quarterback, believe it or not, was the blocking back who was, he was over there behind those 4 linemen near the line of scrimmage. So an altogether different situation, but you see similarities, and I see the one similarity is the Tigers and the SPASH team right now getting to working on a kickoff here right now. Maybe somebody will do a spinner on this one.
Aaron Ogna kicking off. Sager and Roth back in deep safety for Stevens Point inside their 10-yard line. Third quarter starting here at Hiding Stadium. Kick is away, end over end kick. And it's Sager on the 10 to the 20-yard line, comes near sideline 25 and pulled down around the 28-yard line.
By the way, when Ken Bjorkman was the head coach in Marshfield, he brought back the
That's
single
right.
wing, and everybody was really upset with them. What are you doing? Well, we had a guy named Jeff Wagner playing in the backfield at that time, too. So
Get the ball to Jeff as often as possible.
Yes.
And Jeff told me he loved it, but he told Coach Bjorkman after the season, Coach, I love doing this, but I'm going to get killed if you keep this up.
Well, plus Coach Strong would put him back there at safety and blitz him. And, yeah, there were some times at halftime where Jeff was literally gassed.
So Stevens Point has the football on their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Trent Breitbach in the pistol, 2 receivers out wide, far side. Breitbach grabs the snap, gives to Phillips, straight ahead across the 30. 35-yard line, pulled down around the 40-yard line. Nice tackle from behind on that play by Cole Kenny of Marshfield. A Marshfield man is down on the play.
It's good for a first down.
And that is Kenny.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
SPASH started blitzing linebackers a little in the first half, and that's actually what happened on the touchdown when Fry scored from 8 yards out.
Cole Kenny walks off the field under his own power. Stevens Point football, 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah,
2 receivers on the far side.
Fries was able to run back by those blitzing
And
linebackers.
Breitbach gives the ball to Phillips, straight ahead to the 45-yard line, cuts back to the 47 or 48, pulled down from behind by Caden Reisner. Another nice run for running back Tucker Phillips. He'll pick up 6 on that play.
Yeah, he's at 135 now.
2nd and 4 for Stevens Point at their own 47. Onitis and Seeger, wideouts on the far side. Suzuki, the blocking back on the near side. Breitbach from the pistol, Phillips next to him. And Breitbach runs himself across the 50, outside of the 45 to about the Marshfield 42. Pulled down there by Jackson Anderson, but Breitbach with a nice gain to give Stevens Point a first down on the Marshfield 43, pickup of 10 on that run.
He's knocking on the door at 100 yards. He's got 99 in 11 carries.
1st and 10, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 43. 2 receivers near side. Breitbach again from the pistol. Grabs the snap, gives to Phillips, straight ahead across the 40 to the 38, then pushed back there. Gang tackled by Mason Anderson and by Easton Ledden and John Sternweiss and several others. Phillips does pick up about 4 yards on the play.
They hand off to him right up the middle. He gets his face mask right in behind some of his big linemen that they've got out there and just pushes ahead until he can find a way to break out. That time Marshfield stopping him for a little less than 5 yards.
2nd and 6 now for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 39. Sager and Ananitis, wideouts near side. Breitbach from the pistol, Phillips standing next to him. Good snap. Breitbach wants to run himself, but whistle stop play. Procedure call coming here against Stevens Point.
Wow. Yeah, he was going to go off tackle and started the run off tackle and then went down. I don't know if he had fumbled the ball, but something was off with that play, and of course you've got an illegal procedure also on the call.
Ball comes back to the 44. 2nd and 11, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 44-yard line. You're listening to VFA Football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and ZaleskiSports.com. With Delia Kaitis, I'm Gene Delisio. 2nd and 11, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 44-yard line. Roth comes in motion, and Breitbach straight ahead to the 40-yard line, fights his way to about the 36, and then gang tackled there.
Boy, this running game for both teams is just hand it off to a tailback or the quarterback, keep it, and they put their both arms around the ball and plow ahead behind linemen.
And Breitbach picks up 8 more on that play. So 3rd and 3 here for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 36.
He goes over 100 yards.
Yeah. Ananitis, wide near side. Breitbach in the pistol. Runs himself straight ahead to the 40, to about the 37. He should have the first down by about a yard. They may mark him now back at the 38. Let's see where they put the football. Looks like right on the 38-yard line. And so he'll be short of the first down. 33-yard line make it. 33. So he gains 3. 4th and less than 1 for Stevens Point.
Are they going to measure? They should. It's that close.
Yes, they will. Measurement coming. Good crowd from Stevens Point on hand tonight for this ball game between Marshfield and SPASH. 114th meeting in this series.
Nominations are now being accepted for the Marshfield High School Athletic Hall of Fame.
Jane's coming out.
To submit a nomination, scan the QR code located on the video board.
And Jane's being stretched. And it is a first down. First down for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 33-yard line. We have 8:55 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield leads Stevens Point 23-15.
These turf fields make it a lot easier to spot the ball, and you don't see quite as many measurements as you used to in the dirt or grass field. Of course, there are some of those still around.
2 receivers near side. Breitbach back in the pistol. Phillips next to him. Breitbach gives to Phillips straight ahead to the 30, down to about the 26.
Boy.
Pull down there. Wes Nowitzki lost his, or Lucas Hanlon rather, lost his helmet on that play. Helped on that stop at the 26-yard line. 7 more yards on that play. 2nd and 3, Stevens Point of the Tiger 26. 8th play in this drive, all on the ground for Stevens Point. Breitbach from the pistol. Wants to run himself again. Gets outside across the 25 and knocked it out of bounds around the 20-yard line, maybe the 19. Another first down for Stevens Point on that run. 6 yards for Breitbach on that play.
And 118 for the ball game.
They'll mark the ball actually at the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10 point at the Marshfield 19. Marshfield on top, 23-15, 8:05 remaining in the third quarter. This is Point's opening possession of the second half. Sager and Ananitis wideouts on the near side. Breitbach in the pistol, Phillips next to him. Breitbach gets a high snap, runs himself off tackle to the 15-yard line, grabbed there by Ledden, and fights his way forward to near the 10-yard line, inside the 10 to about the 7.
That was kind of like the play earlier in the game where he was pushed backwards and tackled by about 6 Marshfield players, waiting for a whistle, no whistle, and Breitbach dropped the ball, and Marshfield turned right around and took it back down the other end of the field and scored.
Well, Breitbach gets 11 on that play. 1st and goal, Stevens Point at the Tiger 8-yard line. Stevens Point looking for a game-tying score here. Breitbach again from the pistol formation. Gives the ball to Phillips, straight ahead. And grabbed by Anderson from behind. He falls forward to about the 5-yard line.
Phillips with that carry gets inside the 5.
3 yards for Tucker Phillips. 2nd and goal, Stevens Point, just inside the Marshfield 5. Eleventh play in this drive, all on the ground for SPASH. 2 receivers out wide near side, Breitbach in the pistol. Gets a high snap, gets outside, cuts back to the inside near the goal line. He gets in for the score.
touchdown SPASH.
Breitbach goes 5 yards for the score. 11 play, 72-yard scoring drive. And Marshfield now leads 23-21.
Breitbach being 6'6", I think they show him in the program. Even at that, he had to jump up to try to catch that errant snap, but very athletic. Speared it out of the air and took it in.
So Stevens Point now can tie the ball game with a 2-point conversion. They send 2 receivers to the near side. Breitbach again from the pistol. Now Point will shift. They'll go strong to the far side. And Breitbach runs off tackle and spins and gets in for the 2-point conversion. And that will tie the ball game. Breitbach with 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 PATs.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Dial 384-3311. And Sweats Country Corner Mart and BP Gas. All the comforts of a convenience store off the new Highway 10 exit, Blanker.
Tied up at 23 as we approach the halfway part of this third quarter. Chase Rayfeld kicking off for Stevens Point. Carlson and Larson back in deep safety inside the 5-yard line. The kick by Rayfeld. Line drive. Bounces to Larson on the 9. Comes to the near side. 15-20. Looking for a hole. Cuts back inside, but stops shy of the 25-yard line. Marshfield football on their own 24. 6:58 remaining, third quarter. We're now deadlocked at 23 here at Hiding Stadium. We'll hear about the Green Bay Packers from Bill Michaels on the Green and Gold postgame show Sunday, 6:30 on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. First and 10 Marshfield at their own 24-yard line. Trevin Fries at quarterback. Ben Jordan wide far side, I backfield on this play. Handoff to Carlson, looking for a hole. Cuts outside of the 30 and grabbed from behind, spun down around the 32-yard line. Carlson picks up about 8 on that run. Second and 2 Tigers at their own 32-yard line.
Carlson now at 170 yards in 14 carries.
That puts him right around 1,400 for the year.
Of course, your average per carry goes up when you run one for 85 yards
right.
for a score.
Not too bad. 2 receivers far side. Fries from the pistol on 2nd and 2 from the 32-yard line. Fries to Carlson once again. Slides outside and taken down at the 34-yard line. Good tackle by Nate Bernstein near the first down marker. Let's see where they spot the ball. Looks like right on the 33. Only a 1-yard gain on that play. So 3rd and 1 for Marshfield at their own 33. Derek Stretz comes back in at tight end, replacing the fullback, Josh Taylor. 3rd and 1 for Marshfield. And Carlson will line up a tailback behind Fries. But before the snap, a timeout. Marshfield timeout, their first of the second half.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's shedsdelivered.com. Go today.
The one place for all things heavy truck. They know what drives you.
Marshfield looking at 3rd and 1 at their own 33-yard line as we resume play. Fry's at quarterback. He's under center with Carlson and Meisner in the eye. Carlson lines up as a fullback on this play. And Fries to Carlson straight ahead for the first down and more. Cuts outside across the 45-yard line out to near midfield.
Oh my gosh, running through people. There's your spinners, Gene. Spinning around a couple times, man.
Carlson gains 17 yards to midfield, a first down for Marshfield at the 50-yard line.
And what's so tough is Spash knows he's getting the ball, and he still manages to run through people.
5:20 remaining, third quarter. We're deadlocked at 23 here at Hiding Stadium.
189 yards rushing so
big
far
night
for Carlson.
for Hayden. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fries under center on this play. Trevin gives to Carlson again, slides back outside to the 45 to about the Stevens Point 44.
This is almost like watching Spash go down the field, just straight ahead, power football.
About the same. Tony Rotchek on that tackle for Stevens Point. 6 more yards for Carlson, 2nd and 4 for Marshfield at the Spash 44. McTaggart out. Ben Jordan comes back in to play wide receiver for Marshfield. Jordan and Kolstad near side. Gavin Larson wide far side. Fries in the pistol. Carlson behind him and Taylor next to him on 2nd and 4. And Fries gives to Carlson again. Slides outside of the 40, 35, cuts back inside of the 30-yard line, and now out of bounds around the 27. About 17 more yards for Carlson. He's carried the ball on every play in this drive for Marshfield.
Nice block on the outside here by Cam Kolstad, which allowed Carlson to dip outside after he was going off tackle.
Carlson gets 16 on that play. 1st and 10 Marshfield at the Stevens Point 28.
He's working on that 250.
4:25 left, third quarter. We're tied at 23. Offset eye behind Fries. He's under center. And Taylor, the fullback, gets the call, tries to get outside, gets away from one tackler, tries to turn the corner. And this gets pulled down around the 25-yard line. And that could be a face mask or a horse collar to pull down Taylor.
Yes. He was ripped back after gaining about 3 yards. You saw his shoulders and head snap way back. That's going to be a big penalty.
Taylor trying to get outside, does not have a lot of speed, but he gets 3 yards on the play, plus a face mask call against Stevens Point.
He doesn't have a lot of speed, but he goes 225.
Yeah, he's a big guy. And does some good blocking work for the Tigers. That's a major infraction during the ball down to the 10-yard line. So Marshfield football on the Stevens Point 10. It is 1st and goal Tigers on the Spash 10. We're tied at 23, 4:17 remaining in the third quarter. Meisner now in the backfield. Carlson under center gives the ball to Meisner off tackle for about 2 yards. Carlson in the Wildcat, and Meisner runs to the 8 for 2 yards. 2nd and goal Marshfield at the Stevens Point 8-yard line. Cam Kolstad runs back in for Marshfield. Meisner will leave. McTaggart out. Fries comes back in to play quarterback. Marshfield looking for a go-ahead score here. 2nd and goal Tigers at the Stevens Point 8. Jordan far side. Gavin Larson wide near side. Fries in the pistol. Carlson behind him. Taylor next to him. Fries takes the snap. Gives to Carlson, gets outside to the 5-yard line, cuts back inside near the goal line, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Wow. Ran over somebody at the 2-yard line.
Eyes across for the score. 8-play, 76-yard drive, and Marshfield leads 29-23. Tigers go into their 2-point conversion formation with Femmel at quarterback. The ball is sideways to Taylor, and he gets pulled down around the 10-yard line. That ball flipped by the Marshfield center, sideways out towards Josh Taylor, but over Josh's head, he gathered it in, but could not get outside and score, and so Marshfield denied the 2-point conversion attempt.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Avenue Marshfield, a community bank with a variety of loan products to fit your needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So Marshfield back on top, leading by 6. Aaron Ognick kicking off for the Tigers. Sager and Roth in deep safety for Stevens Point. Here's the kick, end over end kick. Sager on the 7. Across the 15-yard line to the near sideline. Takes a hard hit at the 19, falls forward to the 24.
That was
Ethan Trulin, a pig man on that tackle.
Nowitzki, too.
Nowitzki there as
made
well.
the big hit.
Stevens Point football on their own 24-yard line. 3:18 remaining, third quarter. Marshfield back on top, 29-23. Neither team has stopped the other one very well tonight. See if Stevens Point can now move down the field.
Well, especially on first down. Yep. We've talked about that just about every ball game. Talk about staying ahead or behind the chains, and both teams have been gaining 4 or 5 at least on first down.
Breitbach in the pistol. Gives the ball to Phillips, gets hit in the backfield, but now it's Breitbach across the 30 to about the 31.
Wow, some sleight of hand there.
Yep. Breitbach carries on that play to about the 31-yard line, gains 7 on first down.
Yeah, I thought he had handed off coming this direction. Very good ball handling.
2nd and 3 for Stevens Point at their own 31-yard line. Could be whoever has the ball last wins this ball game tonight. Sager and Ananitis, wideouts on the far side. Breitbach from the pistol, Phillips next to him. Gets the snap, gives to Phillips, looking for a hole across the 35, and fights his way out to about the 38. 7 for Phillips on that run, and a first down for Stevens Point at their own 38-yard line. We have 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield right now leads 29-23. Lots of offense once again in this ball game. Sager and Ananitis, both wideouts on the far side. Phillips, the tailback, stands next to Breitbach on this play. And Breitbach gives to Phillips straight ahead across the 40, dives forward about the 43.
Boy, there's going to be some sore offensive and defensive linemen after this game.
A lot of play between the tackles tonight. 2nd and 5, Stevens Point at their own 43-yard line. Roth back in. Owen Wolf-Schierick leaves the ball game for Stevens Point. 2nd and 5, Spash at their own 43. Trent Breitbach, the quarterback. He's in the pistol formation. Roth goes in motion. And Breitbach keeps it himself and gets hit in the backfield and stopped by Wes Nowitzki back at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Nowitzki not taking the fake on the handoff this time to Phillips and went right to Breitbach.
And Breitbach loses 2 on that play. Stop back at the 41. So here's a big play here. 3rd and 8 for Stevens Point at their own 41-yard line. Stevens Point wants to convert here. Marshfield wants the ball back, wants to make a stop here.
The way this game is gone, I wouldn't be surprised to see Stevens Point try to run it twice.
It could be. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side.
Even from their own territory.
Breitbach from the pistol formation. Grabs the snap, rolls to the far sideline, stops, takes off, gets hit, and pulled down back at the 40-yard line. Got sandwiched by Nowitzki, and couple of other Tiger ball players.
Good coverage downfield by the Tigers. Breitbach going to his left, wasn't able to get his shoulder turn and get rid of the football.
Breitbach will lose 1 yard on that play. Ball's at the 40. It's 4th and 8, Stevens Point at their own 40-yard line. Marshfield anticipates a punt here. Trent Breitbach is the punter, averaging 34.4 yards per kick.
SPASH rushing a guy. No, he went onto the field and came off the field.
Hayden Carlson back in deep safety for Marshfield. The kick is away. End over end kick. Carlson runs up at the 28, grabs it, heads up at the far sideline, and out of bounds around the 35.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Still not being set. Now they get lined up. Fimmel at quarterback, Taylor and Carlson in the eye on first down. Fimmel gives to Carlson off the right side across the 35, across the 40, and push back there.
It was a pile at the line of scrimmage, both Marshfield and SPASH players, and Carlson actually jumped over them, hurdled them.
He gained 7 yards on that play, and that play ends the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Our score after 3 quarters, Marshfield 29, Stevens Point 23. And fourth quarter.
Work for Staub Construction.
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield is serious about being your Milwaukee tool destination. South Central Avenue, Marshfield.
Back to Hiding Stadium in Marshfield, fourth quarter starting. Tiger football on their own 40-yard line, 2nd and 3. From the eye, Hayden Carlson hitting the backfield, falls forward, however, gets a yard or 2. Could have been stopped in the backfield, but actually gained about 2 yards on the play.
2:27.
Ball's at the 42-yard line. It's 3rd and about 1 for Marshfield at their own 42. Early third quarter, Tigers on top, 29-23. Ben Jordan wide out far side. Cam Kolstad near side. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fimmel under center on this play. Ethan gets set, takes the snap. Draw play to Carlson, gets outside for a big gain across the 45, cuts back to the 50, up the far sideline, the 40, breaks a tackle, and stopped around the 38-yard line.
Nice move at the line of scrimmage, shuffled to the outside, and then had a linebacker or somebody miss him about 7 or 8 yards downfield, left him in the dirt. Big yardage.
20 yards on that play for Hayden Carlson, a first down for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 38-yard line.
247.
Man. Over 200 yards for the third time this season, second straight ball game. Early fourth quarter, Marshfield leads 29-23.
22 carries for Carlson.
Fries in the pistol with Meisner, the running back, next to him. Carlson is a slot to the far side. And Fries will give to Meisner. He fumbles the football, it's loose, but Fimmel falls in it back at the 43. Bad exchange there. There is some pile up there. Stevens Point ball players fighting for the football. It looked like Fimmel just fell on the football himself, and the officials will concur with that. But the play loses 5 yards. 2nd and 15 for the Tigers at the Stevens Point 43. Marshfield changing personnel here. Taylor back in, Ben Jordan back in. We'll see if Femmel throws the ball here. Neither team has thrown a pass, I don't believe, here in the second half. Nope. 2nd and 15, Tigers at the SPASH 43. From the eye, fake handoff. Femmel rolls near side, throws on the run to Taylor at the 40, across the 35-yard line, pulled down there.
Boy, I'm glad he got rid of that when he did, because there was a SPASH player coming up to read that pass and looking for the intercept, but Taylor with a nice grab, nice throw by Femmel.
Taylor's 12th catch of the year. He'll carry the ball down to the 35-yard line. Looks like a Marshfield man down on the near sideline. That play gains 8. And the Tigers have the football on the SPASH 35, 3rd and about 7.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Shaking his head and trying to stretch himself out.
Here's a 3rd and 7 for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 35-yard line. Femmel in the pistol. Hands to Carlson, breaks a tackle across the 35, spins to about the 31, then pushed back from there. Carlson gains 4 on that play. And now Marshfield looking at 4th and 3 at the Stevens Point 31-yard line. Clock moving, 9:25 left in regulation time. Marshfield leads by 6.
Gained 4 on a play where he should have lost 2, but managed a quick hop step to the right and managed to plunge forward for those yards.
Marshfield will go for it. 4th and 3 Tigers at the Stevens Point 31. Sadowska and Jordan wide out's far side. Femmel in the pistol, Carlson next to him. Femmel takes the snap, fades to pass, rolls to the far sideline. He stops, now cuts back inside. He'll run across the 30 to about the 28, pulled down there, very close to the first down. We'll see where the ball is marked.
Yeah, see what kind of spot they get over there in front of the SPASH bench.
Femmel gets about 3. Each team signaling first down for their ball club. The official's not signaling as of yet. We may have a measurement. Ball is placed inside the 29, and from that spot, Marshfield might be short. The official's looking at it.
Yeah, I don't think he got a real great spot over there, but...
Chains coming out. And being stretched. And Stevens Point did hold. Point takes over on downs at their own 28-yard line with 8:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Marshfield leading this ball game 29-23.
Well, give Femmel credit trying to make that first down. Remember, he's only a freshman, too. Give him another year or two, and he'll run some people over.
Yeah. So the Stevens Point offense back on the field looking for a tying or go-ahead score. 1st and 10, SPASH at their own 28-yard line. Trent Breitbach in the pistol. Grabs the snap, hands to Phillips, off tackle, gets outside to the 30, pulled down at the 33-yard line. Good open field tackle on that play. Looks like that was Landon Truby, if I'm not mistaken. That is the call. At the 33-yard line, 5 yards for Phillips. 2nd and 5, SPASH at their own 33. Again, Breitbach from the pistol. He'll run himself this time. Out to near the 40-yard line, then takes a hard hit there. And he'll pick up the first down for Stevens Point with that run. Breitbach gets 7 more. A first down for SPASH at their own 40-yard line. Marshfield still leads 29-23 with 7:50 remaining in regulation time. Sager and Ananitis wide to the near side. Breitbach from the pistol formation. Grabs the snap, gives to Phillips. Tries to get outside and does dive forward to about the 44-yard line.
Another 4 yards on first down.
Caden Reisner, John Sternweiss on that stop. 4 yards on the carry.
170 now for Phillips.
2nd and 6 for Stevens Point at their own 44-yard line. Two receivers near side, Breitbach in the pistol. Now Stevens Point will shift. Suzuki comes to the near side as a blocking back, and Breitbach takes it himself and carries to near midfield and still on his feet inside Marshfield territory to about the Tiger 47. 8 yards for Breitbach on that run. A first down for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 48-yard line.
And he has 157 yards rushing and 21 carries.
7:05 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield on top, 29-23. Breitbach again from the pistol. Takes the snap, gives to Phillips. Straight ahead across the 45, down to about the 42-yard line. All on the ground for Stevens Point here in the second half. 6 more yards on that play. 2nd and 4 for Stevens Point at the Tiger 42. You're listening to VFA Football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and ZaleskiSports.com. Breitbach in the pistol. Takes the snap, gives to Phillips once again off the right side down to about the 35 for a first down. Phillips takes the ball down to the 34 and gains 8 on that play. 1st and 10, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 34. 6:15 remaining. Marshfield leads 29-23.
SPASH picking up the pace here a little bit.
Breitbach back in the pistol. Again gives to Phillips, gets outside for a nice gain up the far sideline and push out of bounds around the 20. They'll mark him out at the 22, it looks like.
Yeah, they went right to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure Marshfield was quite set defensively on that side, especially on the far side.
But Phillips gets 12 on that run. 1st and 10, SPASH at the Marshfield 22-yard line. White lines up, Breitbach in the pistol, Phillips next to him. Ananitis wide to the near side. And here's Phillips again, gets outside, but Sternweiss knocks him down back in the backfield. John Sternweiss, one of the smallest men on the field, plays off a block, and Phillips taken down back at the 24. He'll lose 2 yards on that run. So 2nd and 12 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 24-yard line. Point lines up once again. Breitbach in the pistol. Phillips next to him. Ananitis comes wide near side. Breitbach will run himself across the 20. And then gets hit hard, knocked down to the 19-yard line. Mason Anderson on that stop for Marshfield. With help once again from Wes Nowitzki. Breitbach carries for 5 on that play. It's 3rd and 7 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 19-yard line. Point in 4-down territory here. Sager and Ananitis both wide near side. Breitbach from the pistol, Phillips next to him. Breitbach takes the snap, runs himself, gets pulled down from behind. No, he spins away from Halen, spins away again across the 15-yard line, inside the 10 to about the 8.
Oh, Marshfield had him for about a 4-yard loss, and he got out of it.
That was Halen. Could not wrap him up, and Breitbach runs down to the 8-yard line, picks up 11 on that play. A 1st and goal, Stevens Point at the Marshfield 8-yard line.
Gosh, the rushing yards for some of these players in this ballgame is just amazing.
4:40 left in regulation time. Marshfield leads 29-23. Point lines up, Breitbach in the pistol. Phillips next to him, 2 receivers wide near side. Now the SPASH Ball Club shifts. Suzuki blocking back far side. Gives to Phillips, straight ahead across the 5-yard line and in the end zone for the score. Tucker Phillips goes the final 8 yards for the score. 11 play, 72-yard scoring drive, ties the ball game at 29. With 4:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. Rayfeld now attempting to kick the PAT. Ball is on the way. The kick is good to give Stevens Point its first lead of the ball game. 4:19 remaining in the fourth quarter, and our score now, Stevens Point 30 and Marshfield 29. We'll come back for more.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Hunter Douglas window treatments, Benjamin Moore paint, and stunning floor.
Well, for the second straight week, Marshfield looking for a last-second game-winning touchdown drive or scoring drive. 4:19 left in regulation time. Stevens Point now leads 30-29. Their first lead of the ball game. Rayfeld kicking off. Here's a line drive near side to Larson on the 6. Across the 10, now exchanging with Carlson. Hayden comes near side, gets a big block, and a flag goes down on that play. Carlson at the near sideline to the 40 and out of bounds.
That's the new rule on.
And now another flag as Carlson taken out of bounds. May have gotten a late hit there.
Flags all over the place. Why don't you throw one, Gene?
I did.
Well, I think the one that's back along the 19-yard line, I think it applies to high school as well as college. It's kind of a crackback rule where you can't, a guy comes from the outside, peels back, and then just levels somebody who's chasing the play. That used to be very legal, but in recent years, maybe just this year, there has been some rule changes on that. You can't do that.
And now on top of that, we may have an illegal hit on Carlson out of bounds on his return. Stevens Point lining up as if they want to kick off again.
The hit on Carlson will be a post possession.
Illegal block against Marshfield. Personal foul on Stevens Point. So the officials have to sort this one out. 4:09 left in the fourth quarter. Stevens Point leads Marshfield 30-29.
Well, they should walk off the penalty during live ball situation against SPASH.
Marshfield penalty committed on the 19-yard line. So yardage marked off from there.
Wait a minute.
That brings the ball back to the 9.
It was a block in the back by the Tigers, and then a personal foul.
And now personal foul against Stevens Point marked off from there. We'll bring the ball to the 24. Marshfield football on their own 24-yard line. With 4:09 remaining in regulation time. And Stevens Point leading Marshfield 30-29.
That's one of those live ball, dead ball situations. The live ball was on the illegal block on Marshfield. They marked that off, and then you've got the post-possession or dead ball foul downfield. That's why you see an official mark off both penalties.
Ethan Femmel at quarterback in the pistol. Carlson behind him. Gives to Carlson. Trying to slice outside across the 20-yard line to about the 26. Carlson with 2 yards on that play. By the way, Josh Taylor, who limped off the field on Marshfield's last possession, back in the ball game playing fullback. 2nd and 8 for Marshfield at their own 26-yard line.
That's interesting because Taylor was over here lying on the sidelines being attended to by trainers not that long ago.
Clock down to 3:40 remaining. Second and 8 Tigers at their own 26. Tigers down by 1 late in the fourth quarter. Femmel from the pistol. Fades to pass. Has time. Throws near sideline. And over Kolsted's head, incomplete. Kolstad on the near sideline at the 40-yard line. The ball thrown over his head, incomplete pass.
Yeah, Femmel was hit as he threw that ball, and he tried to throw it up over the top of the defender as he was being hit.
And now a 3rd and 8 for Marshfield at their own 26-yard line. 3:33 left. Stevens Point up by 1. Pivotal ball game here in the Valley Football Association. Sadowska back in. Taylor will leave. Marshfield wants an extra receiver out there. Tigers line up. Sadowska far side. Larson and Kolstad near side. Fimmel in the pistol. Carlson next to him on 3rd and 8. Sadowska comes in motion. Fimmel back to pass. Has time. Now throws near sideline. And a high throw, but a good catch at the 36-yard line.
Yeah,
that ball caught by Gavin Larson for the first down.
Boy, I got a pretty good mark on that one.
10 yards on that pass play. Gavin Larson on the catch, his 5th of the year. Now ball thrown high, but Gavin at 6'1" goes up, makes the play. A first down for Marshfield at their own 36. 3:25 left in the fourth quarter. Stevens Point leads 30-29.
Marshfield's 3rd pass in this half.
Fimmel under center, eye backfield. And the draw play to Carlson. Across the 35, across the 40 to the 42.
Holding call.
Oh, here's a penalty flag down.
Yep.
Holding call on Marshfield. And that play will come back. Inopportune penalty against Marshfield here.
Draw play, the late handoff, and the draw play over the years for Marshfield has been very effective, but one of the things that happens on a draw play at times is linemen have to hold their blocks a long time, and this time they got caught for holding.
Now the ball back at the 26-yard line, 1st and 20 for Marshfield. Stevens Point leads 30-29. Clock moving, 3:05 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan and Kolstad to the far side. Larson wide near side. Fimmel in the pistol. Grabs the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Throws near side over Taylor's head. Incomplete.
Yeah,
good to rush that time
yes.
by Nate Bernstein of Stevens Point.
Yes, from the outside, from Femmel's right side, and he had to kind of jump up to try to throw that ball out here in the flats.
Creates a 2nd and 20 for Marshfield at their own 26. The Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining here in the second half. McTaggart, Sadowska all back in for Marshfield.
That wasn't a screen play, but it was that type of play where the ball is being thrown short in the flats out here with blockers ahead.
Kolstad far side, Sadowska wide near side. Fries in the pistol on 2nd and 20. Carlson, the running back. Fries again to pass the football. Has time, throws near sideline, and a high throw, but caught by Sadowska out of bounds at the 39. Sadowska on the sideline makes the catch, goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line, gains 13 yards on the play. Leaves Marshfield with a 3rd and 7 at their own 39. Clock down to 2:48 remaining. Point leads by 1. Larson and Jordan both go out wide on the far side. Fries under center, Taylor and Carlson in the eye on 3rd and 7. Fries hands to Carlson. Comes near side across the 40 and fights his way across the 45-yard line near the first down marker. A real tough run for Carlson.
Going to be just short.
Carlson stopped on the 45. He gained 6. Leaves Marshfield with a 4th and 1 at their own 45-yard line. Tigers will go for it. 2:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Clock is rolling. Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining. They'll go for it here. 4th and 1 at their own 45.
Big 335-pound nose guard for SPASH had to leave the game because he was upset. He was hurt.
High backfield. Fimmel straight ahead to Carlson across the 50 as the first down. Breaks outside and cut down inside the 45-yard line.
Oh, one man to beat.
They lined up Carlson at fullback. He gets outside the SPASH 43. Picks up 12 yards on that play. A first down for Marshfield at the Stevens Point 42-yard line.
That was Carlson, right?
Yes, it was, from the fullback spot. 2:02 left in regulation time. Marshfield trails Stevens Point 30-29. Tigers looking for a go-ahead score. Fries under center. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fries fakes the handoff, rolls the near sideline. Has time, now he'll take off to the 40, 35-yard line, and taken down around the 31. Fimmel runs himself to the 31 and gains 12 on that play. Another first down, 1st and 10 Marshfield at the Stevens Point 31. Now with 1:37 left in the fourth quarter.
2 timeouts left for Marshfield. They took one early in this half in a short yardage situation.
Stevens Point on top, 30-29. Fimmel in the pistol, Carlson behind him. Carlson gets the call, slides outside of the 30, and taken down around the 26, goes out of bounds there. They'll mark him out around the 27-yard line, so a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 Tigers at the Stevens Point 27. Now with 1:17 remaining in the fourth quarter. Stevens Point leads by 1. Marshfield had a game-winning field goal from Aaron Ogna a week ago against Eau Claire North. Kolstad far side, Jordan wide near side. Fimmel in the pistol, Carlson behind him on 2nd and 6. Fimmel gets the snap, back to pass, being rushed. Now throws deep towards the goal line. Has Jordan out there, makes the catch, and then dropped the ball. Had it and dropped it.
Yep.
Ben Jordan, normally quite reliable, just could not hold on. Point defender may have gotten a hand in there to knock that ball loose.
Wow.
That sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 6 Marshfield.
Well, still plenty of time. Only
Ball's
3rd
on
down
the
here.
point 27, although the official put the ball down on the 28. Should be on the 27. Point running in some last-minute defensive help. High backfield on 3rd and 7. Fimmel, and the official stop play. Stevens Point takes a timeout, their first of the second half. 1:11.
Grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
HVAC specialist, restoring your comfort for over 40 years on Veterans Parkway, Marshfield. Residential, commercial, and agricultural.
Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining here in the second half. Marshfield football on the Stevens Point 27. 3rd and 6 with 1:11 remaining in the fourth quarter. Stevens Point leads by 1.
Still enough time to run the football, the way Carlson's been running especially.
Jordan far side, Kolstad near side. Fimmel under center, Taylor and Carlson in the eye. McTaggart tight end on the far side on 3rd and 6. Fimmel on the draw to Carlson. Slides back inside across the 25, dives forward about the 22, near the first down marker. Ball is right on the 22. He's short by about a half yard. And now Marshfield takes a timeout. Tigers' second timeout of the second half. 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And Stevens Point on top by a score of 30-29.
How long was that field goal last week?
That was a short one, 21 yards.
Okay.
Ogna had a 21-yarder last week, 24-yarder against New Richmond, so he's kicked 2 field goals this year. This one from right here would be about a 40-yarder, so probably out of his range. So Marshfield looking at 4th and 1 at the Stevens Point 22 right here. Once again, 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Stevens Point leads 30-29.
Interesting situation in case you have to use a timeout to bring a field goal team out.
Yes, please.
Marshfield offense coming back on the field. Tigers' first priority right here is that first down. 4th and 1 Tigers at the Stevens Point 22.
Well, Point has been blitzing people in this situation. They've got a 6-man front or a 5-man front right now. Here come the
Fimmel
linebackers.
under center, eye backfield.
Here they come.
Fimmel to Carlson. Slides inside to the 20-yard line. Pulled down there. Didn't get much, but should have the first down.
Yep.
Only about 1 yard for Carlson. They'll mark him down right on the 20. So a first down for Marshfield on the Stevens Point 20. 52 seconds left in regulation time. Point on top, 30-29. Tigers line up. Wide outs on either side. Fimmel from the pistol, Carlson next to him. Fimmel gets the snap, drops back to pass. Looks far sideline, looking for Colstead in the end zone, but the ball overthrown, and flags go down, I believe. Let's see.
They're going to call a pass interference or a defensive holding.
There was some contact as Colstead could not get by.
Right.
Flag goes down on the play. And interference apparently against Stevens Point.
That ball was well overthrown, but SPASH defender got in the way of the Marshfield receiver and kind of held him up.
So yardage marked off against Stevens Point from the 20-yard line. Not marked off as of yet. The official still checking something. Colstead interfered with on his pass route. Marshfield trying to line up, but the ball's not been placed as of yet. Now yardage marked off to the 15. Must be defensive holding. 5-yarder.
It's a first down, though.
Yep. 1st and 5 Marshfield at the SPASH 15. 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stevens Point leads by 1. Fimmel gives to Carlson. Slides off tackle to about the 12. Push back there. Carlson gains 3. 2nd and 7 Tigers at the Stevens Point 12. Clock down to 20 seconds remaining. And Marshfield wants a timeout.
They just setting up for the field goal?
Could be. Marshfield's final timeout. 17 seconds remaining in regulation time. And Stevens Point leads 30-29. Wow. We'll come back with the final moments following this message. Aaron Ogna is on the field to attempt a game-winning field goal from the 19-yard line.
17 seconds left.
29-yard field goal try by Ogna. Before he does that, Stevens Point takes a timeout. SPASH's second timeout of the second half. 17 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And Stevens Point leads Marshfield 30-29. Ogna won the ball game for Marshfield a week ago with a 21-yard field goal at Eau Claire North with just 5 seconds to play. And now he'll be called upon to do the same thing in this ball game against Stevens Point. A 29-yard field goal try with 17 seconds remaining in regulation time. Beckett McFarland, normally a defensive back, is the long snapper. And Landon Truby, the holder on this play. Truby will put the ball down on 19. So a 29-yard field goal try by Aaron Ogna to put Marshfield on top.
Yep, I don't really understand this, but see what happens.
We're set from the near hash mark. Ball is down. Kick is on the way. Long enough, and the kick is good.
We made it.
For the second straight week, Aaron Ogna gives Marshfield the lead in the closing seconds. 29-yard field goal with 12 seconds remaining. And Marshfield now leads 32-30.
Well, it's kind of surprised they went for it there. 17 seconds left at the time. 2 yards for a first down, 1 timeout left, but he made it. So I guess it's going to give SPASH 12.4 seconds now.
13 play, 64-yard drive. And now SPASH has 12 seconds to work with. Marshfield with a late field goal to put themselves on top for the second straight week. Just 12 seconds remaining in regulation time. And Ogden will kick off. Sager and Roth in deep safety for Stevens Point. Point, by the way, has just 1 timeout remaining. And Point has not kicked a field goal yet this year. So Aaron Ogden might be the Marshfield hero for the second straight week. Ogden getting ready. He'll kick it off. Kick is on the way. Line drive up the far sideline. And taken by Roth, comes the near sideline across the 30 to 35 and pushed out of bounds there. With just 6 seconds remaining. Point football on their own 36-yard line. 6 seconds remaining in regulation time. Point has time to run maybe one more play. Let's see what Coach Eigenberger wants to do here. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Marshfield now on top by 2. Breitbach, an outstanding runner and passer, so Point can't be counted out here. Point lines up, 1st and 10 at their own 36. Sager way out wide on the far side. Marshfield defensive backs playing deep. Breitbach takes the snap, rolls to the far side, stops. Now heaves the ball down the far sideline and intercepted by Jackson Anderson. He'll go down at the 45-yard line, and the Tigers win the ball game. A thrilling ball game here at Hiding Stadium tonight. Our final score, Marshfield 32, Stevens Point 30. Back with a full recap on our postgame report in just a moment.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by 4 Choices, 114 East 14th Street, Marshfield. Dine in or carry out. Dial 715-207-0358. Daily lunch specials and Friday fish fry bash.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fior, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right. Congratulations, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's see. All right, welcome back to the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Nasonville Dairy. We're here with Coach Gadel. How are you feeling, Coach?
That you got to ask that question. I don't have a response for you right now. No, it's one of those. Hey, I talked about it earlier to another sportscaster. We do this stuff, and football coaches are crazy. We're crazy people, because every week we go into a Friday knowing that it's going to be the highest of high, or it could be the lowest of low, and we keep doing it week after week. That's what makes us crazy. I'm sorry, and they say everything, love of the game. I don't know. I'm an old guy already, but I played for a lot of years, so I couldn't play anymore. And then I'm coaching, like Joe Paterno said, coach till you die. So here we are, and this is where we're at. And these kids keep me young, and they just played a heck of a football game tonight. Holy cow.
Yeah, you guys did awesome. I mean, it was a tough battle going back and forth. What was the feeling when SPASH pulled ahead and then you guys were making that battle back?
Well, that's the intense moments, and that's what you live for. I guess that's why my heart's still strong, and I guess it's keeping on going. But we knew that we could move the football any way we want to. We got the best back in the conference of our conference. Give him the ball any chance he can score a touchdown, and we got a great passing attack, and we can do things. I guess we have weapons, and we're sure of it. And that's kind of cool going into. That's the maturation of this whole team throughout the whole season. I guess, yeah, I was nervous as heck. How's that? But we know we had some weapons and we can do things. So
awesome. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. And then we're going to get 97 Agna somewhere. I believe.
He's watching this film right here.
We'll let 97 watch his film for the seniors. And we'll come back in a little bit. We'll move the camera around there just so we can watch with them. Yeah. All right, we're going to quick snag Aaron Ogna, number 97. I'm going to get you for the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. All right. How you doing, Aaron?
Good.
So, coming off of that, I mean, that was a game-winning field goal, and not only your first one, it was your second one from Eau Claire after last week. How are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, but I definitely couldn't have done it without Beckett. He snapped it, it was perfect, and then Truby holding it, it was just, everything was perfect.
And as a senior, how are you feeling?
Oh man, it was really exciting and just awesome. I'm glad I could do that again.
Perfect. Well, we're going to put you in the house quick. And you've done this before?
Yep.
Awesome. So I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1.
I'm in Ungna and I'm in the house.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.